course, I mentioned Shane McElrath. He's the reigning champion. But I got to tell you right now, that they run so hard to me. 1 year ago, he started off a little rough. And as the championship went on, he got really impressive. Now here we are in 2025. The Moto Concepts rider, Colin Park, number 43, is your second fastest.
And Jeff, we've got just inside of 5 minutes to go. There is Colin right there on the 43. And what these riders are fighting for right now is a shot at Super Bowl.
Top four in this qualifying session go to Super Bowl here in about 30, 40 minutes.
And that's where you will decide who gets the best gate picks of the night. And you're stuck in that gate throughout the night. You'll have 3 races over the course of the night. You'll start from the same gate in all 3 events. So it's very important to get the best time, get the best gate pick you can. Watching Anstey here coming at you. Or is that Viney? That's Viney on the 39. Viney, who right now sits 14th, so he's got to get a good lap in here in a hurry.
And the Brazilian Enzo Lopes up to second. But I want to point out the number 460 of Michael Hicks. He's out of the United States. He's riding the Stark, the electric motorcycle. First time in this championship. He is an arena cross champion in the United States. And he looks really impressive right now.
He just was running 55.965, which puts him 5th right now. So he's just outside of Super Bowl, as you can see. But he just went a personal best in Sector 1. So let's keep an eye on Hicks' personal best in Sector 2. He's on a heater right now. Hicks on that 460.
And how about Thompson? Cole Thompson on the Venom Bud Racing Kawasaki rider out of Canada. The second.
So it's Anstey, Thompson, Lopes for Brazil, Clark. Desperate jumps up to 5th right now. Hicks his personal best in the first 3 sectors. Let's see if he can make it work in Sector 4 and jump up into the Super Bowl. No.
Fucking sunlight.
In Sector 4.
Wow. Hicks has made his name riding arena cross tracks. Now he's here in World Supercross on a much bigger track than maybe he's used to. Riding that Stark, I can't tell you how I'm impressed with that. Sebastian Tortelli and all of the team members have to be really stoked on their choice with Michael Hicks.
Michael Hicks, 25 years of age, out of Benton, Missouri, and right now finds himself sitting in Super Bowl. That'd be a great start for him and the folks at Stark as we welcome them to the FIM World Supercross Championship for the first time.
And Ralph, you gotta wonder what's the main position? Your reigning champion, Shane McElrath, not in Super Bowl?
Not good. And we see Park right here, Colin Park, who you pointed out, running 5th, and he is flat in the first 2 sectors. Personal best in Sector 3 as he works his way towards the finish. Let's see if he can find enough to get himself up into the top 4. Here he comes to the finish line jump. And he's personal best in Sector 4, but not enough to get around Hicks, Lopes, Thompson, or Max Anstey for now. Inside of 2 minutes left to go. Top time is a 54.309 set by Max Anstey.
It is crunch time, Ralph. You've got Maxime Despres, the French rider, the 141. He's on the outside looking at it right here on our screen. Shane McElrath, quad lock Honda, the reigning champion. In fact, he's won this championship twice. He knows that he has a little over a minute to go out and put a fast lap in.
Right now, his best effort is a 56.150 on that Honda. McElrath looking to jump up and running that number 1 plate because he is the reigning champion.
Yeah, but Ralph, that's a 56.1. The fast time is a 54.3. That's 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
And he's not any better in the first 2 segments on this lap, and he's coming down to a minute to go. So he's really going to maybe have just 1 more shot at this.
Yeah, I think he's just cruising right now. But watch when the reigning champ right here on that big number 1 Honda. Right now he's going to tee it up across the finish line. This is his last opportunity to get in the Super Bowl. What can he do?
Here he goes. Let's keep an eye and see if he can get a personal best in Sector 1 or purple for overall best. Watching Shane McElrath, the reigning SX2 champion.
He looks slow to me.
Supercross championship. He went flat in Sector 1. No improvement.
sketchy.
Watching to see what he does. He's flat in sector 2, Jeff. Flat in sector 2. He's not getting enough out of that machine right now. We're working sector 3. Triples in.
It's not happening.
Personal best in sector 3. Personal best in sector 3.
He's got to get through the one slate. He's got to have the
It's going to be an overall best if he even wants a shot out here in sector 4. And he was a little rough through those woods. Here he comes. Checker flag is out. And the reigning champ goes black. He will stay in 8th.
Of course not.
He will have the 8th game pick of the night.
Anstey's gonna smoke him.
be happy with that.
That is
Good
shocking.
effort, but just not enough. Anthony Thompson looks and Colin Park get into the super final.
Jeff, wouldn't you say that's just shocking right now?
It is to me.
Not really. Shane was never really that fast.
Kovic on the start, trying to get through the roof section.
15th place rider in Supercross at best.
Coming in the 141. This is Maxime Desprez here, the French rider. And Desprez looks like he'll be signing just in front of McElrath. And now the 64-year wageman. Oh, here's Kristen with Max Anstey.
Max, on the exit of turn 1 on entry into corner 2, you not only tripled out, but then you complemented that with a quad. How'd you land on that preference? And I know you were trying different lines throughout the race. What did you prefer?
Honestly, it was, well, we just come off 3 practices, it was great, and the sun was behind the clouds, and then we went out there.
It was an accident.
Practice, quad out of that turn, and I managed to get it done. It's slippery, the woods are tough, but I'm looking forward to the night show.
You've been on the couch for the last year.
With Enzo Lopes.
Enzo Lopes, man, I can't see you very well. How was your vision going through the whoops and off the triple?
Definitely gnarly, especially the triple. You can't really see anything. I owe Jake second left really bad, but hey, I'm alive. And yeah, they were talking about the track, you know, in the comments I've seen, you know, you've seen it as well probably. Track is gnarly, especially the whoops.
The whoops are gnarly. Hey, they did clean them up a little bit.
They did, but there's no, not at all. They really chewed up. They're gnarlier than some of the Supercross races we do in the States. So, you know, for people talking, that's the truth right there.
What about the traction? When we walked the track earlier, there was just a little bit of a crumble on top of it. We thought maybe we'd get down to the base. Like, what's it look like now for you?
To be honest, like, some of the turns are like really hard and like rutted, you know, and then you get like those big dirt blocks. And some of the other turns like after the start and then the second turn to the right is like really like power wise. So it's a bit of a mix of everything, but I enjoy it. You know, I'm in my South America, so
Yeah, I mean, look around. They turned up, dude. I think there's some Enzo Lopes fans here. Super Bowl is up next. That's you by yourself. Everyone's going to be staring at Enzo Lopes. Can we put down a heater and go number 1 today?
I'm trying, but definitely Max is riding really well today. You know, I put my best foot forward today in qualifying, but he still got me for like a second, so I need to improve. And definitely, it's a pressure cooker in the Super Bowl. You know, everyone's watching you, you're by yourself, so hopefully I can come out on top and we get points, right?
No points this year. No
You have to
points.
pay for it.
Oh, okay. Still good enough. I want to be first.
And pride. For pride.
On the website.
It's always good for the ego.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me, man. Have fun tonight. Back to you, Ralph.
All right, Daniel, thank you. Let's take a look at the results from that qualifying session. It's going to be the rider out of Winchester, England in the UK, who is number 1 on the board.
It's on the FIM website.
For Team GSM, here it comes. And there it is, confirming what we're talking about. Riding for Team GSM, Max Anstey goes to number 1. 3 career AMA 250 Supercross wins. He had 2 overall wins in his championship runs here in the World Supercross Championship. 9 race wins. He finished 2nd in SX2 in 2022. He was the SX2 champion in 2023. Finished 15th in the championship a year ago.
A lot of nobodies in this race, except for Max.
In Super Bowl.
Chisholm, he's 50 years old.
Well, that'll wrap up SX2 qualifying. All right, SX2, that's the 250 bikes. Jeff, now time for SX1. These are the biggest, most powerful machines.
Here comes Deegan.
These are the 450s.
Oh, yeah. 450.
Oh, there's
cc's.
Brees,
Quite a bit more horsepower.
Roxon,
Of course, the more experienced riders.
Anderson,
The top level of Supercross racing. Once again,
Savachi.
we have an incredible list of champions. Look at this. Savachi, Redden, Anderson, champion in America. Christian Craig, 250 champion.
Justin Hill. He's going to surprise people.
So far today, in practice, everyone is chasing the wild card. Deegan on the Yamaha. First ride on a 450, and in that last practice, just the last time they were on the track, Deegan went out, threw down the heater, and was the quickest rider. And you gotta think the veterans.
Wish I could figure out how to fucking chat in here.
And Jason Anderson, they do not want to see that.
No. It's going to be wild to see what Hayden can do here today. In talking to his team about what they expect out of Hayden, they want to see him at his best, but they have tempered their expectations a little bit too, Jeff.
Well,
Why?
I mean,
He rides with all the guys anyways.
but from what I saw, he went out there and was riding his 450 like he would his 250. He was coming through the turn right there by the desk with Daniel and I standing there. Has the throttle completely pinned, wide open, pulls the clutch in before the ones. I mean, it didn't look like he was riding a 450, but that's what he's on.
There he is, right there on that number 38. Hayden Deegan, Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing entry. So much anticipation to see what this young
It's
rider
$30. You can watch all 5 rounds.
way to the 450s, choosing to debut on
WorldSupercrossChampionship.com.
And Ralph, you see what he was doing there, going through the whoops the first lap? That was just what Enzo Lopes and Daniel were talking about. Lopes said, you go through the whoops, they're super gnarly, really chewed up, but the sun was in their eyes a little bit. The sun may just be setting. Outside of the grandstand, you kind of see a little bit of the shadows. By the end of this practice, it might not be an issue.
Deegan from Temecula, California, in Southern California. Here he goes, watching him now.
Kid Roxon goes to the top. Warwick, Arizona, Zaragoza on the start.
Roxon's always fast on the first half a race. Right out of the gate. It doesn't surprise me. Justin Cooper, super fast. Deegan's in 4th.
Well, and I don't think that I've ever seen
I don't
that there's
care.
ever been a rider that has been
It's
groomed
just qualifying, it's not the race.
to just train to absolute perfection and had every advantage in taking those advantages and made something amazing with it, as I have seen Hayden Deegan. He's won it every step of his career. He's a very confident, borderline arrogant individual. And he's coming into this championship with that
Borderline arrogant. Emick just called Deegan.
heroes when he was a younger kid. And now he's racing against
Chances are pretty good. He has posters of these guys that'll be lining up in the game with him tonight on his bedroom wall, right?
So what a thrill it is for him and for the whole Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha team, and of course all of the WSX.
Roxon's on a fast lap.
Hayden Deegan's debut on a 450B here in Buenos Aires with us.
And there's one of the riders he probably had in the poster, Ken Roxon, the champ of the number 94 Bucks Motorsports Group Suzuki. Not feeling great this week, but here he is.
Oh, he's whining about the sniffles.
Well, let's go back to the desk. Here's David Blood once again.
Joined by Max East, the fastest qualifier in SX2. Now we are watching SX1 together. Max, take me through the track. How's it feel? How do you feel? How's it changing throughout the day?
Well, I'm just watching Kenny put together some different lines that I didn't think were going to come together that good, and that
yeah, it's good. It's slippery, but the roots are really tricky.
Roxon fastest lap.
I mean, it's great because it's Supercross, you know, that's what it's all about, is getting through those loops. So I'm looking forward to it. I definitely think tonight's going to be good. The sun was really low for us, and actually for these guys right now, the sun's just gone behind the clouds, or kind of behind the, back there. So it's actually good they can see, because for the first 5 minutes of our session, it was super bright.
So for both your practice sessions, you were on the gas. I mean, I can tell from the first lap, you came here to take care of some business, but is there more out there? Can you find more? We're about to do Super Bowl, then we're going racing. Can you cut some time?
I think so. The first rhythm, I wasn't really sure what to do, like 2-2-3 or 3-3-1. A little bit through here where Joey is. There's still some time to be made up. So of course, we've got a race. It's not all about Super Bowl. It's not all about.
Who cares what Max is saying, man?
This next rhythm, what Joey's coming up to is tricky because
The guy's been on the couch for 10 months.
there is a different rhythm through there that the guys are putting together. So yeah, I think it's a tricky track. Definitely good to be out here doing this, and it's cool to be in Argentina.
Now, you're a former champion of this series. You want that thing back?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for. So yeah, I want to get those red plates on this bike and hopefully have a number 1 on it by the end of it. That's the goal.
Well, when you came to me, you asked, where was Shane? What was Cody? I mean, you're obviously gauging the competition. How do you feel going into an opening round? I mean, I know there's that uncertainty because you don't know what the first round.
It's only 3 minutes left, so Deegan's got to put in a fast lap pretty soon.
Are you feeling good about things? And maybe who is the concern for this year's championship?
Yeah, of course, you can't count anyone out. On a track like this, everyone's pretty close. So we've got to always be on our game. You can't go into it. You know, I've learned my lesson. You can't go into this underestimate anyone or anything or thinking, oh, I've got this, you know.
Anderson pretty fast.
It's not like that. You've got to piece the track together and know that it's a different format. The races are shorter. It's more intense. So let's, I'm just here to focus on myself. There's going to be some good guys, obviously, Shane, Cody, Cole Thompson. There's plenty of them out there. There's loads more. Everyone out there's fast. So let's just focus on myself and do the best I can.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me. I'll let you get ready for Super Bowl. That's Max Nancy. Ralph.
Daniel, thanks. Less than 3 minutes left to go here. Coming quickly to 2.5 minutes as we watch Joey Sabachi on the quad lock Honda. He sits third right now with a 53.807. Best time set by Ken Roxon at 53.252. Then it's Justin Cooper in the Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing Machine with a 53.532.
There's Deegan. Still not on a fast lap, though.
Jason Anderson, El Hombre on the Bikes Motorsports Group Suzuki, a 54.1, Jeff.
Yeah, and you see there are a lot of unbelievable riders that are on the outside of Super Bowl looking in.
But look at how close Deegan is to it. Hayden Deegan right now on the Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing bike, a 54.7 as we watch Anderson here, who is already in Super Bowl.
Make sure and subscribe because I'm going to run the
21, making his debut.
main events live.
Supercross competition.
Only 0.8 of a second is the difference between being the fastest qualifier and Ray Aranda on the Yamaha in 5th outside of Super Bowl. It's so incredibly tight right now at the top. A minute 30 left.
This is just qualifying. It's only a 1-hour show.
Lay down their hottest lap.
And then they go live at 4 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be streaming it.
Sabachi is just inside on the Super Bowl list of 4. Roxon
Uh-oh, Deegan's off the track just like his debut on the 250.
That's that lane that Max Nancy was talking about. Not sure what is low.
Oh my gosh.
In segment 1, he did not improve. Let's see what he does here in segment 2. He's definitely charging no better in segment 2 either.
But he has another rider in front of him. I'm not sure who that is. If that rider makes a mistake, looks like Breezy on the start.
He's no better in segment 3 as
Sleazebag, Freezy, slows him down.
So he hits him with that just a little bit, Ralph.
yeah, that was crazy there. Here he comes.
Of course it was. Vince Freezebag.
He's in
Wow, no super pole for Deegan.
But look at the riders that have stepped up here as we are finishing up this qualifying session. Roxon on top, 53.3.
Bummer.
Anderson fourth, 53.7. That's 4/10 of a second separate our top four.
Joe Hayden Deegan will have the 7th gate pick here tonight as we watch the 98 checkered flag is out. Everybody finishing up the session. It's all
Gate pick number 7.
racing bike, 54.997. He's 9th for this right now.
And if you're Greg Aranda, TGS and Yamaha, 2/10 of a second was the difference between being fourth, making super pole, or setting fifth where he's at now. Just behind him, Christian Craig, first rider on the quad lock on.
Aranda, the French rider, 6th in the championship here with World Supercross in 2013 a year ago.
All right.
European Supercross champ.
Look at Freezebag, number 16th on his new Stark.
Breeze will be 12th with a 55.374. Here's Deegan. Jeff Heat is going to be gate pick number 7. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't think he's going to be pumped with that because he wants to be the fastest rider every time he goes on the track. The difference is that Deegan, once his race time, I mean, he's the bulldog when he gets out there, but this is the top step.
I don't know. If you're on the ground, it doesn't really matter.
The season champions that he's going to be racing against.
53.252, the best effort by Kenny Roxon. He puts his Pipes Motorsport Group Suzuki #1 heading in to Super Bowl. All right, let's go back trackside. Kristen once again.
You were right, Ken Roxon was our fastest qualifier in that session. However, he's been battling a stomach virus all week.
He's always got the sniffles lately.
To kind of rejuvenate himself, but Hayden Deegan in your 450 debut, in your 450 debut qualifying session, P7 in the top 10. Take me through what that was like for you. I know there was a lot of traffic on track.
Yeah, I'm just getting used to the 450 race pace. So, yeah, go back, look at some lines, and come out swinging tonight.
How would you describe the emotions on making this start here in a filled arena in front of such passionate fans?
Oh, it's wild. You can hear them coming all around, so that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks so much and best of luck tonight.
All right, let's go back over to Daniel at the desk.
All right, I'm joined by Jason Anderson. What's up, Brett? How are you?
Anderson was fast. That was good.
I'm just still getting the hang of this Suzuki, but it's doing me well. You know, I got obviously my teammate P1, and I get to chase him every day, so I got a good standard set.
Yeah, you said you're getting used to the bike still. I have to imagine that yellow front fender, that old familiar look from the child days. Though.
Let's get rid of the sun so you can see.
The sun was in your eyes a little bit, and we're going to Super Bowl. How do we feel about that? Have you done a Super Bowl?
Yeah, you know, I was kind of nervous just to get top 4 with the amount of talent that's here. But I'm really excited to be able to be doing Super Bowl, and that was my first goal. You know, it'd be nice to be keep 1, obviously, but being able to be in Super Bowl is gonna be fun.
All right, so first box check. We're going to Super Bowl. Second pole, we're going to win the pole, and then we're going to win the race. Sound good?
I hope so. I just want to end.
All right. Well, Jason, thanks for joining us. We'll let you get back and get ready for it. Ralph, back to
You
you.
know, Daniel, I think Jason Anderson, known as El Hombre, is going to be one of the toughest competitors.
He just wants it to end.
For this championship. He's going to Super Bowl. That is a great way to kick off his 2025
Okay.
campaign. The FI World Supercross GP Ciudad Buenos Aires GP. Going to be a great night of racing here.
Ralph
We just
Shaheen.
wrapped up our 2 qualifying sessions. A lot more to go as we get into the opening round of the 2025 championship.
Okay, let's do it, man.
So here's
Super
how
Bowl.
the 6-1 qualifying results shape up. Roxon, Cooper, Savacci, and Anderson are all going on to Super Bowl. Aranda, Craig, Deegan, Tixie, and Politelli will all pick their gates based on where you see them right here. Vince Freezy on that Stark. Run silent, run deep on that electric motorcycle. We'll have the last gate pick of the night.
That's where he belongs.
Whichever gate
In
you
last.
step in is the one you start all 3 races from. Oh, tough break for her.
Yeah.
Enjoying watching the kiddos here. Boys and girls having a great time out there on these little bikes, KTMs and Cobras, just having a blast. You can only imagine the thrill they must be having watching their heroes who must seem so big on those massive motorcycles to them, flying around this racetrack here.
Yeah, hopefully they get rid of Ricky and they can keep Bubba for the Supercross series. But they need to get rid of Ricky and that dingbat girl that talks and get Sheehan and Emig and Blair back on.
Headed over into the whoop section here, and we're going to head back to the booth with Daniel and Dustin Pipes.
I am with PMG Suzuki's Dustin Pipes. Dustin, you have to be feeling pretty good about the way things have started. Ken Roxon on top, Jason Anderson in fourth in Super Pulse. You got both your SX1 boys getting ready to go out there. So far, the trip, the riding, the practice, qualifying, how do you feel so far today?
Well, I feel good. I think Kenson in P1 is what we expected from him, right? He's won this series twice, so he knows the drill, right? So I think that is expectation.
He also says he's sick too, so.
He's still getting used to the bike, so being fourth, getting to be up there and kind of see what it is. I think he's about a half a second off. Like, we're in the game with both guys, so feel really, really good. It's just this track's gonna be tricky, right?
It's like an arena cross track.
I'm a little nervous.
You know, Dustin, typically when you roll out a team and a roster of two #1 guys, champion level guys, there's a little bit of that edge because they come with a little something. But these two seem to be getting along. They're riding together. There's fun chemistry.
They got 11 whoops though, instead of 9.
#1 guys that come with credentials that are both fighting for wins and championships here, but seem to be getting along pretty good.
Yeah, I think, as a race team, we just want to grow, right? So that's
Just twice as long as arena cross, but the corners are super small.
Guys that have won multiple titles before is a really big deal. And, honestly, seeing how their relationship is back in the pits and stuff, it's so awesome. It's what I've dreamed of, right? But the gate drops, right? And there's a saying over there that something stops once the gate drops, and we'll see.
Yeah, well, let's go back in time a little bit and take us through just the progression of your race team.
The bullshit stops when the gate drops.
Built. Got Ken Roxon having been a massive step for you. Now Jason Anderson, just your own journey from a small team just getting going to now having these two powerhouse names.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of risk and trying to do things that you aren't ready yet to do, right? And kind of forcing yourself to raise your level. So, we started small. In the short 8 years that we've been doing it, it feels like it's gone by very, very quickly, but we've definitely made a lot of gains, and there's a lot of people that are involved with it. Dana, Aaron, Chase. The list goes on. Larry is a huge deal, and it just, for us, it's just
Larry Brooks, man.
Right? You mentioned Larry.
A big deal. That's kind of an understatement.
Team manager and racer. What's it been like for you working with him? I can imagine every year you learn something new, even though you've been with him now for a couple of years. Are you still learning something new every trip?
Yeah, Larry is a unique individual. So we just let him do what he wants. He definitely knows what he's doing. He has the ear of the riders, and most of our, a lot of our success, we work really, really well together. And as long as we let him do his thing, and he's gonna.
Okay, make sure and subscribe, everybody, because I'm gonna stream the racing live, which comes on at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Once the Super Pole's over, then we're going to take a break.
Did you feel like you guys prepared the right way for this championship?
Yeah, we are taken care of well by our sponsors. So we have everything we need to go racing and be successful. We have our, engine guys, our suspension guys. We have electronics. We are prepared to try and go win this race. So.
Been in this championship now for a couple of years as well. Just talk about that journey. This is a brand new season. We're hitting 5 countries, 5 continents. Again, you have a loaded roster. Are you excited to close down 2025 again, trying to chase another championship?
Yeah, I'm just excited to bring the sport to new fans, and that's one thing I think that this series does a really, really great job of, is going to venues that we haven't been to, and being here in this country has been so awesome. The reception, the fans are.
I don't know.
They are about their motorsports, And
It's like maybe what, 5,000 people there?
refreshing to see. So I just love being there.
6?
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for joining me, Dustin. Good luck tonight in the Super Bowl and, of course, the races. And thanks for joining me again.
Sounds good. Thank you, Deegan.
All right, let's take a closer look at the motorcycle that is ultimately the most important part of a rider's championship pursuit. On a Supercross track, everything starts with the engine, which is the source of a racer's power. Inside a 4-stroke dirt bike engine, you have high-quality performance parts like the piston, the valves, and a camshaft. And when the spark plug ignites the mix, the crankshaft turns that explosion into rotation.
Oh, wow, we're breaking it all the way down.
Speed. That's where the throttle comes in. Some riders are aggressive, riding with explosive bursts of speed, while others are smoother, rolling on the throttle to carry momentum and build speed through efficiency. A rider's gearing choice with a front and rear sprocket affects the power delivery dramatically, with some racers choosing a high gear ratio for quicker power or a low gear ratio for longer power. The clutch is a tool that can bring everything together if used correctly.
Yeah, this is boring as hell. Let's get on with the racing.
Add punch out of a corner and deliver instant power exactly when it's needed. But the bike's performance doesn't stop at the motor. The chassis is what connects that power to the ground. It balances rigidity and flex. If it's too stiff,
19 minutes left on this broadcast.
flexes around the track. The suspension, which is the forks up front and the shock in back, work in unison to absorb landings, track through ruts in the corners, and maintain traction over the entire track. Riders constantly fine-tune the compression and rebound on the suspension, getting it stiffer for jump faces
Okay.
and softer for comfort through corners. Then come the brakes. The best riders don't just stop at them, they use braking to settle the bike into corners and use only the amount needed to maintain momentum around the entire track. In Supercross, it's all one system. Engine, chassis, suspension, and brakes. And when they're all in sync, the bike becomes rideable at full speed. And most importantly, becomes raceable on a Supercross track.
Well, if there's one thing I do miss about Supercross is being down on the dirt. But I'm joined here today by Matt Moss, former Australian Supercross champion. Now, Matt, you've been out on this track here today. And the one thing that looks like is really difficult is this whoop section right behind us. What's the deal with it? Why is it so tough?
Yeah, it's like
Matt Moss, they threw him out of the AMA for dosing.
You don't get the forward momentum, but they're not very big whoops, but they're showing out.
He used to be really fast, but then he got caught for that illegal substance.
And when it grabs you pretty hard when it grabs you, so I definitely need to get a bit faster across it.
Yeah, exactly. That bike breakdown is for the people that Walty Wanders talks about, trying to make it bigger than NASCAR, which is never going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. You can flirt with the toughbacks down this left side or right side, and I think tonight this is going to be the decider of making passes for sure.
About the whoops earlier, and they had to knock him down because it rained.
So we're hoping Matt Moss and that Bud Racing Venom Kawasaki can do it. He's going to have to twist the throttle going through this whoop section.
Yeah, I hadn't heard Matt Moss's name in a while until somebody started talking about him getting kicked out about a week ago on some podcast.
I think we're off to a pretty good start, getting excited for the first Super Bowl session of the year. This will be the SX2 bikes. What do you think of what you've seen so far?
I love the track. I mean, I'll start with that. I think the track is unique. The jump faces are a little bit different than these guys are used to. The whoops are obviously big. That's one of the biggest concerns when you come in. And overall, though, the response from the riders is a little like, hey, this is different, but they don't seem to be too afraid of it. And I think we're going to have an interesting...
I don't know, man. It's like two arena cross tracks.
The SX2 Super Bowl for the Buenos Aires City GP coming up. That is next on track. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, Vince Friesbag is on the Stark. He finished last in qualifying. He's got 17th gate pick, I think.
Stuck in that gate for the rest of the night. Rounds 1, 2, and 3 of the night. So it's very, very important that you get the gate pick you think is going to be best.
Yeah, the start is always important in Supercross. But
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I figured he'd be up a little closer to mid-pack at least.
Because it's a long 180 down at the end, and it's a little bit dry and slick in that first corner. So if you're gates 5 and out, I think you're in for kind of a tough night. You're going to have to pull a little bit of a miracle start here or there, but top 4 picks should be okay.
One of the challenges I was talking to Vince Freezy about this when you're standing down at the start gates earlier during track walk, and he said, because you're stuck in that same gate all 3 races, just because you think the line is better doesn't mean it's going to be the best gate. Because
Deegan went off on the giggle weeds in the whoops earlier.
It might not be the gate you want for race number 3, as you see how the show flow is going to.
Yeah, I agree, man. The Starks are getting whole shots everywhere, even with a loser like Vince. Actually, he's pretty fast off the start, but I think he's screwed for the night with 17.
Everybody is watching you, and if you're a racer, you live for it. You want the fans watching you, but when you're the only one on the track, there's a little bit of an extra pressure to that, and obviously, Ralph, any mistakes you make, little tiny mistakes here and there.
Come on, let's see the Super Pole already.
What do you think about the former champ?
Very good so far. I mean, I noticed him on the very first practice of the day. Like, he was all in, and you could tell that there's a.
He was pretty awesome in Arena Cross last year. I went to a few races.
You have to take the competition into consideration. You never know what they're going to be like once the gate drops.
But it's Arena Cross.
I love Max. He always comes in fully confident, ready to go, and he's set to fight it out here in 2025 again. Michael Hicks, this guy on the start could be a real underdog story this year in this 250.
I'm sure his teammates happy that he's gone. Brees,
One of the best in the country, really.
he followed him around all last year in Arena Cross Series.
Style over here to WSX.
His whole career, you're always wondering, is he ever going to pop through and break through? Maybe this is it.
Anstey was first.
This relationship where things break through for Michael Hicks.
Really tough to be a race fan in Brazil this weekend because you got Formula One racing over in Brazil.
You have to pay for the race on the World Supercross Championship.com site. You get all 5 rounds for $30.
Well, I don't know where all his fans are in person, but they're all online. He is loved on the internet. All the fans love Enzo Lopes, and I think he's going to be great. This championship is also very
When the qualifying ends, I'll go back to the page and you guys can see it. And then I'm going to try and stream it live at 4 p.m. No, I did not mirror my phone. I just opened a browser on the TV and typed in the website and then logged into my account after I paid for it.
Canadian racer out of Bridgeton, Ontario, ready to go. He's competed in the series, was 6th in SX2 in 2023, 3rd just a year ago in the World Supercross Championship. Let's see if he can move up another 2 spots and be crowned champ at the end of the year when we wrap things up in Cape Town, South Africa. And also joining us in the booth is Pro Daddy himself, Jeff Emmy. How about you shape up this SX2 category for us as we wait on the ride?
Well, I'm telling you, after looking at that whoop section, talking to Mossy about it, that's going to be a key point. If you want to win Super Bowl, you're going to have to cut.
That's Freezebag's teammate Hicks this year.
It's super wide, they're really chewed up, and that's going to be the problem. The guys that the bike is like going back and forth, the rear tire, and they're going to have to lay it all on the line. Now, Michael Hicks, who's done some work right now, he'll be the first up in this SX2 Super Bowl. He's on that start, and the start doesn't have a clutch. It's just an electric motorcycle. There's just a throttle. And sort of the word on the street is that if it does have a bit of a weakness, it's through the whoops. So
Nobody likes electric bikes in the whoops.
And why is that, Jeff? I know it's a heavier motorcycle. Is that part of the problem for the whoops?
Well, because typically on an ICE engine, internal combustion engine, you're gonna pull the clutch in when you need to sort of moderate the engine power.
Let's go back trackside one more time.
There's a lot of electric bikes that have a digital clutch out there. I ride an Arctic Leopard that has one.
Right now, Cole, this isn't your first rodeo. You've raced in World Supercross in years prior, but this is the first time you've opened the season this strong. What's been the difference during the offseason?
Yeah, just being able to work with this team. I mean, they've been super helpful, getting me comfortable on this Kawasaki. It's a new machine, but they've been here before. They know the setup, and they've been able to nail it really, really good. And coming in first round, I just want to be up in the top 5. Anything after that, is a bonus. I think just keep myself.
I'm not watching it on a channel, Jojo. I'm watching it on the World Supercross Championship.com site, which you have to pay for.
Whistle being called.
It's
right now.
$30 for all 5 rounds.
Have you? Jeff Emmick and your teammate Matt Moss just discussed
And I just signed into a browser on my TV.
Gage, how are you getting a feel for it?
Yeah, to be honest with you, just gotta be patient. You know, I have a lot
The racing starts at 4 p.m. Pacific, and as long as I'm able to stream it, I will. So subscribe so you can find me again.
Track you have to be mindful of tonight, Ralph.
Kristen, with an absolutely gorgeous sunset here in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
This broadcast is only supposed to be an hour, with about 10 minutes left, and then we'll see what comes next.
Supercross Championship. In the background, you can see the Ciudad Autodromo Oscar Iwan Galvez, which is basically the legendary racetrack here in Buenos Aires.
Wow.
Named after the two famous
Ralph
brothers
is
who
speaking a
raced
foreign
quite a
language.
bit internationally. And our Supercross track built on the property here at the Ciudadromo Autodromo. And up first, the 460 of Michael Hicks, guys.
Walty Wanders has got to be rolling over in his chair watching Electric be the first bike for Superpole.
Oh, he's taking a warm-up lap. Yes, he jumped the gate, guys. He jumped the gate. He's too excited to get this going.
You get the start, you get one lap around, and then it's a heater. Daniel, what are you looking for as you do this warm-up lap?
Well, I just want to see how the track and the soil is developed now that the sun is going down. I mean, they took a little bit of
It's going to get a little moisture coming up now, and it rains, so
down, but they didn't. They went a little light, and I think it worked out just right. But I think, Jeff, we're going to see some super pole lines. They're going to be opening it up, going wide, keeping speed. But I think this track's going to race a little bit different than what we're about to see.
Well, yeah, right now it's just.
let's go.
And the track, that's just the only challenge that you have. But what's interesting for the fans here is Hicks is on the start. It's the electric motorcycle. It's incredibly quiet.
We got 11 whoops tonight instead of 9,
The rear tires spin.
and they had to knock them down because of the rain. Everybody was complaining they were too steep.
Finally,
All right, here we go. Hicks hammers it. Fully up to speed now with the big whip as he comes over to begin this heater lap.
What was the whip for?
Super Bowl. 6th in the Arena Cross World Championship
Uh-oh.
2025, making his World Supercross debut here tonight.
and look at that technique that he has. Just little movements. He is so fired up. He looks so comfortable on this electric start.
You can hear the crowd cheering him on in the background as Hicks continues.
You got 4 riders for Superpole and 250 and 4 for 450. So we got 7 more Superpole races.
Not sure yet about the speed, but I think, Jeff, as you said, the big
Qualifiers.
around here in the whoops, and I love that the whoops are at the end of the lap. You can piece it together and feel great all you want, but here's the real test.
Let's see what he does.
And nobody's used to 11 anymore.
All right, he hasn't improved in the first 3 sectors. Here he comes to the finish line, John. Michael Hicks on the start.
Okay.
What does he get?
I think Anstey's going to smoke him.
So he will probably have
He's had 10 months to rest up.
54.760.
Enzo's got the home crowd, but
We should be seeing Cole Thompson out next. Did you guys learn anything from that lap as we see Thompson on track now? Enzo Lopes actually out on track now. Did you guys
Okay.
see anything on that lap out of the track that surprised you?
No, I think with the sun going down, a little bit of moisture is going to come out of the dirt. Might be a little more attacking spots, maybe a little slippery in others. Lopes out there on the Yamaha, putting in his own lap, and he probably has the most.
he's got a little different entry in turn 2 right there.
And he came from Brazil to support him.
Oh, yeah, and I like how he makes swinging
He's
wide.
down low.
Swinging wide in that corner again. When they get on the gate and start racing it, you're going to see a lot of defense. Things are going to absolutely change. But right now, he's using the track the way he needs to, trying to find that speed. But Jeff, what I like
Deegan quadded this last.
is not overriding by just kind of calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, he's incredibly smooth right now.
Ben Deegan's going to go to his 7th gate pick tonight. He did not make Superpole, so you won't see him. He qualified 7th. are Faya full. It's not on a channel, it's on a website that you have to pay for. WorldSupercrossChampionship.com. It's $30 for all 5 rounds. Deegan looked pretty good, but he did get off track in the whoops. I'm going to try and stream the racing later. I know it's not the best video, but as long as I can do it, I'm going to let it go.
I thought Lopes was going to get there, but just a little off in a couple segments. And it's Hicks who leads the way, but Cole Thompson, underrated, overlooked. You can take it here.
Watching the Kawasaki Mountain rider out of Canada here.
Yeah, for sure.
Picking his way through there.
Inside line. Yeah, that to me was a race line. Maybe he's faster. Maybe he's done some research, talked to the team. Maybe talked to Justin Hill.
Man, Lopes, that's pretty slow. Almost 2 seconds slower than Hicks. I think Anstey put it like a 54 second. Yeah, Anstey was like a 54 second. You want me to try and turn the phone sideways? Let me see.
And now we see Max Anstey. So Hicks is hanging in there right now, still number 1 on the clock with a 54 second.
I can't really see you guys anymore. Let me see if I go this way and then back it up.
On the Stark Future electric motocross bike has the fast times.
I mean, just to get in that top 4 was impressive, but
How about that?
Thompson and Lopes so far, but this might be some real speed. And this guy's been on it since the first lap today.
Anstey, you can just see the difference.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, Jeremy Anstey's on the 250.
Yeah, see, inside after the finish, inside in the first turn. A little bit different of a rhythm. Now let's see in that tight section after this triple turn. Pause the turn before the big triple. Let's see if he goes with the race line here. The short line, no.
Different than Thompson. Did that big quad before the triple. Had his own inside lines.
Brody, Deegan's on the 450, but he did not make Super Pole, and that's what we're watching right now.
Working his way towards that whoop section, which will make or break this lap. Here he comes, Max Anstey, out of England.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way you get through there. Here comes the British rider now to the checkered flag. Max Anstey, the former champ, puts it up number 1 with a 54.47.
Wow, so Thompson pretty close. Hicks only 3/10 behind him on the electric.
3/10 of a second quicker than Michael Hicks on the start. That is so close.
That's a great debut for them. Very great debut.
Great debut for Max Anstey winning Super Bowl. I gotta say, Sebastian Kelly and everyone at Stark Argentina really stoked.
They gotta be thrilled with that.
We got 11 whoops tonight too instead of 9.
Let's go right back down trackside. We're going to hear more from the riders as we wrap up SX2 Super Bowl. Here's Kristen.
Max Anstey, our 2023 World Supercross champion. Max, your line through the whoop section, the determination, the confidence you had, where is that coming from?
He's so tall, the whoops are really easy for him.
Back in,
Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we get Anderson.
For a minute as we see Jason Anderson now out on track. Jerry moved right on to Super Bowl for the SX1 category here. Anderson, one of the riders.
You're going to watch the top 450 right now do Super Pole. Anstey, Roxon, Justin Cooper, and Savachi, which was surprising. Anstey is on 250. He went last in the 250 Super Bowl.
Here we go. Green flag.
I fully expect Jason Anderson.
Jason Anderson, first ride on the Suzuki.
Feeling loose, feeling fired up, ready to go. I think he feels really good about this Suzuki. El Hombre is matching up well with the yellow bike, and he's going to make a run for it here tonight. Working his way around on his Super Bowl heater lap.
Well, and as we're watching Anderson here go around, just triples, inside triples. So what's
He looks good.
Listen to this crowd. Get in behind Anderson.
Oh, that was a weird line.
Great fine riding style of his.
well, that's just what I was going to say.
Oh, and he OJ'd. Oh, no. This lap is over. Bummer.
When the crowd gets into it, as a rider, you hear it. You can hear it cheering you on and motivating you. Not a clean lap for Anderson, though.
Yeah.
But Anderson on that Suzuki.
He was good in the first half.
0.517, 54.
He'll be good in the race.
517 for El Hombre.
I don't think that's going to be good. That 54 and a half, it's just not. He messed up the rhythm section right here where Joey's taking his, Joey Sabachi's taking his slow lap. Anderson overjumped a little bit in there, just got a little bit antsy, and it cost him. It's going to take a low 53 to win this Super Bowl.
Hey, I need everybody to subscribe because they're giving me a message that they won't let anybody else on the channel because I'm at a viewer limit. So if you guys subscribe, then other people can watch. No Eli, he's not going to do the full series. He's going to do 2 of the 5 rounds.
Got himself in a Super Bowl position here to run for the #1 gate pick.
No, Eli's not on, Andy. Not tonight. He's doing 2 out of 5. No Jet tonight either.
He's won some races. He's been quick. He consistently makes Super Bowl.
Thanks, man. It's just going to let more people on so they can watch.
They have a lot of faith in Joey Sabachi, and they believe that this is his year.
And why not, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no reason not to. Here he comes. Look at the ride Joey Sabachi's putting on. Coming through the final corner now, headed to close out the line. Sabachi over the finish line, John. #1, 54.
Yeah.
5149.
I think Roxon's going to be 53.6.
Then Jason Anderson. That's a good lap.
Yeah, the racing's going to start at 4 p.m. Pacific, and I'm going to try and stream it as long as YouTube lets me.
I thought, okay, this is going to be 53. I think it's going to take a 51. Obviously, it's 54-1 right now. I think it's going to take a 53 out of Cooper or Roxon to win this.
I signed up with a code, so I only paid $26 Bike Life for all 5 rounds.
Football team. Sorry, that's the American in me.
He's underway. Justin Cooper riding as a wild card this weekend, Jeff.
I think Cooper's...
Boy, that's a little harder on the front brake than he thought, huh?
Oh, yeah, he grabbed the front brake on that Smart Racing Yamaha and just about put himself over. I mean, but that's the way it is. As a rider, you go for Super Bowl, and it's like the intensity is the
Wow, he almost ended up on the dirt, just like Chase Boy, with that accidental front brake grab.
Cold Spring Harbor, New York.
Hey Josh, it's on World Supercross Championship.com.
pretty clean through there. Gotta watch
No, Chase is not doing the series.
the light stays.
Pretty good through there.
Danger did not make Super Pole tonight. He's got gate 7. There's the 53.8 right there.
53.842 for the Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing rider. And the good run. Racer, left to go.
Watch this. Watch when he grabs the front brake. Whoa! Yeah, he missed his line for sure. That brake,
Yeah, it's $30, Mike.
which may work to King Roxon's.
And then I used some strange code, and it was $26.50 or whatever.
One champion. And the veteran German rider.
Kenny's gonna smoke that time, I think, even though he's sick.
Remember, he has been sick ever since he landed.
Yeah, Mike, he finished 7th, so no Super Pole for Deegan.
I think he's got what it takes here. It's going to take 53
Roxon looked really good earlier.
or quicker to win this.
Kenny actually became a naturalized U.S. citizen back in March of this year, so he has dual citizenship now. His first citizenship of Germany, and now he's a full-fledged American, and we're thrilled to have him.
Here it goes across the whoops. Oh, nice jumping back and forth a little bit, Ralph.
Here he comes. What can Ken Roxon do? The former champ. 53.3.
Wow, he beat the time I guessed. Sweet. Yeah. Okay, so this broadcast is supposed to end, and then I'm going to go live again at 4 p.m. Pacific. We're topped out at 220 people because they need more subscribers, and then they'll let more people in. So as long as I don't get deleted, we're good to go. Just need you guys to subscribe so more people can get on. That was awesome. I thought he was going to do 53.5, but that 53.3 says a lot. Deegan was way outside of it.
Beautiful style for Kenny Roxon, a beautiful style with
Yeah, it'll be 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern.
You have been feeling sick, stomach virus all week, barely able to get in any nutrition. You told us yesterday. Where did that come from? Where did you find the strength?
Honestly, I don't know. I literally laid low for 2 days straight. Didn't do much. That's actually why I pulled off earlier too. Like I did 2 good laps, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna keep exerting myself for no reason. So we pushed through it. Like
Yesterday, he said that his shoulder was sore after he got done practicing.
So it's about being smart tonight. I gotta try and fuel up as much as I can, and we know that back-to-back main events can get very tough. So I hope that I have enough fuel in me to just finish it off all the way till the end. So we will see.
Now that you have a gauge for where you set in this class, this new and expanded class here in 2025 for the World Supercross Championship, what are your expectations? How are you feeling looking at the depth of the field?
No, Deegan finished 7th in the qualifier. He did not win the Super Pole.
It'll be tough, and honestly, the track too. It started off very tacky this morning, and it's very dry. Like the bumps are not forgiving. They just sit there. And same with the whoops. Like I kind of disrespected them a little bit. Going in this fast up, and I got a little squirrely towards the end, so it's almost like you back off that tiny little bit and you'll make it through them better. So the track's tough, the competition is tough, so we gotta get some good stars, but it's super slick out there, so you can't override it.
The 2-time World Supercross champion, Ken Roxon. Now over to Daniel Blair at the desk.
Joey Savacci with me.
It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think I'll title it Argentina Round 1 WSX.
Super Bowl's tough. I know this isn't my first time doing them, but it's the same feeling.
And we'll see you back at 4. After these interviews are over, I'm going to turn it off for a minute.
I feel good. It definitely wasn't my best lap, and I knew right away it wasn't going to be enough to hold off these guys, but I'm happy with how the day's gone, considering how it started. And yeah, just need 3 good starts tonight, put ourselves up front, and I think if we can do that, we'll put ourselves in a good place.
The sun has gone down, the moisture's coming in just a little bit. How are the track conditions now as we get ready to go racing?
Yeah, it's coming around. It's a lot nicer now that we're not standing straight.
Thanks for saying that, 98.
That's never fun, especially when you have a long whoop section that you're going into and you can't see anything. So now that the sun's gone down, I think it worked out for the best that we got that main.
Yeah, I'm going to try and stream live for the race at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 Eastern, and then looks like 1 a.m. in Germany.
Okay, are we good there?
Hey, you got to make sure that
RMW Watkins, it's at 4 p.m. Pacific, and I'm going to try and stream it.
It was fun, got the heart rate up, and yeah, it was definitely a good time with the fans.
It's basically like a Triple Crown series with 3 main events.
In the group, that's in the bunch. That was by yourself. What did it feel like knowing that everybody's looking at you and you were one shot to get it? How did it feel?
Yeah, kind of like Joey said.
No, it's not on Peacock. It's a subscription on WorldSupercrossChampionship.com.
It's a fine line between pushing the limit and staying smooth and being efficient.
efficient out there. So it's I think it's a good characteristic. It adds a little bit to the night.
It depends on where in Texas you are. If you're on the Eastern time zone, then it'll be 7 p.m.
Now there's offense, there's defense. Do you think you're going to have to kind of work the track, play it like a little bit of a chessboard? Or
Is it on DAZN Night Owl?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know how it's gonna race yet, but yeah, hopefully get off to a good gate and a good start and kind of take it from there. Don't really know what to expect, so that's
nice.
So excited.
And Joey, for you, World Supercross Championship, coming in with the same team, feeling comfortable. Are you excited about this championship? Do you feel you have the pieces together to go and make a run and get that number one?
I hope so, right? That's what I get paid to do. So I do feel good.
No, Deegan got 7th. Gate pick.
Going in a good direction, or one that I feel comfortable with. So I'm just excited to be back at the races, and we get to travel the world and go do what we love to do.
Awesome. Hey, boys, thanks for joining me after this. Typically, it's off to the pit.
Roxon just got the fastest time in Superpole.
Back to the pit. We'll go racing soon. Thank you, Justin Cooper and Joey Savacci. Here's what's coming up. We're going sprint racing. So here's the format for 2025. There is a 3.
Can you guys see the format?
The first 2 races of the night are sprint races, 8 laps each. Then we go to the main event, a 12-lap finale. All the points count for the championship.
You can get DAZN app on Android, Google Play Store. I don't know about iPhone. I don't anything. Okay, that's the end of the broadcast. See you back at 4 o'clock. What's that?